So what be our head to the southwest? Sorry, I put on the pirate
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah.
Usually when I meet people on the
Uh,
seas, I put up the pirate voice and keep that up the whole time, but my voice is tired today, so I was just kind of talking
yeah,
normally.
that's great. That's so cool. But yeah, south. It should be just southwest.
Alrighty. Are you, like, practiced on how to control the ship yet?
So a little bit. I would say. So obviously, setting the sail length is going to control speed for the most part. I'm a little. I'm not so good at set the sail angle. I usually just leave it straight and then just, steer to where I need to go. It's kind of how
Gotcha.
I've
Yeah, angle is
been using it.
pretty simple. Go ahead and drop sail all the way, get max speed, and then
Okay.
I can show you the sail angle real quick. So when you're doing the angle, go ahead and grab the angle thing.
Yep.
See how you see those little wind particles going from the left to the right of your screen?
Yep.
So
Oh,
that
yeah, it's going left to
yeah,
right.
you wanna try to catch the wind if you can to get maximum speed. Unless
Hmm.
sometimes you don't want to go full speed. Sometimes there's strategic reasons not to. But yeah, you heard that
Right.
billow sound and the music play. That means
Yes.
you've caught the wind. You're going max speed, and then the wind changes a lot, and you get drifted off course as the waves and the wind push you. So sometimes you need to keep up with that and adjust it to stay max speed. But yeah, we're currently going max speed.
Gotcha.
And then
Sweet. So,
sometimes there are other situations where the wind you cannot catch the wind perfectly, and you have to you have to have it at a weird angle. So sometimes you can just like face the sail directly against the wind oppositely, and that gives you a slight speed boost. So I don't know. Sea of Thieves is a bit weird, but yeah, in general you want to catch the wind, and then other than that you can do your best, but it doesn't matter as much.
okay, sweet. Yeah, I did read it. Like the sloop, for some reason, is it's the fastest boat if you're going into the wind
Yep,
or
yep, that's
whatever.
accurate.
Um,
So if you're ever running away from
but
someone, then yeah, go directly against the wind and face your sail directly forward, and nobody will be able to catch you, or at least no one will be able to go
that's
faster
good.
than you.
Yeah, right. Okay.
So I'm sure you know how cannons work. Those are pretty self-explanatory.
Yes, I think so.
Yep. Just make sure you have cannonballs in your inventory. You can get these from the barrel, obviously. And yeah, you load up and shoot it. But one other cool thing you can do is also load yourself into a cannon and shoot yourself at any angle you want to get like maximum height, maximum distance, and you can try to like get onto enemy ships using that method, or shoot yourself onto an island real quick, get some height and distance.
Okay. That's
I,
pretty
I wouldn't
sweet.
recommend it right
That's
now
good.
though, because since this is my ship, you won't respawn here. You will respawn on your own ship.
Right.
So if you take a mermaid, then yeah, you wouldn't be able to get back easily, and I'd have to come back and get you.
I gotcha.
But yeah, speaking of which, if you fall off the ship, yell "Man overboard!" so I can anchor and we can
Yeah,
get you without you having to swim for a year and a half.
I gotcha. That makes sense. All right, let's check this out. Where we at?
We're pretty much on course. We need to turn a little bit to the starboard, which is right for normal human speak.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say, alright, starboard is right side.
Yep. Did you hear that thunk a second ago? When
Huh?
you turned the wheel? Did you hear that thump?
Yep, so that's when I got over like the center point or something, right?
Yes, exactly.
It's like a unique looking tag on it.
Yes, and it's also the sound indicator, because on a galleon and a brigantine, which are the bigger ships,
Huh?
when you turn the wheel, you can actually turn it more than once all the way around, so it's harder to tell when you've got it back to the center. So that sound indicator helps you to determine, oh yeah, that was the center.
Oh,
But for
really?
a
I didn't
sloop,
know
you can
that.
only
That's
turn the
nuts.
wheel all around once.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, so it's real simple with the sloop. Another thing to be aware of is these harpoons here at the front. You can use these to get loot on your ship, or shoot a player to get them on your ship. But you can also use it to like harpoon a rock and then hold right click to reel in, and you can do like a crazy hook turn to make your boat like turn at a crazy angle if you really want a fast
Oh,
turn and you don't
really?
want to like do an anchor turn or something.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, so they're very
That's
versatile little
probably next
tools.
level.
Yeah. We'll get there.
Alright, let me grab it. Yeah. Let me grab a drink real quick. I'll be back in
All right.
30 seconds.
I shall manage the ship. Nice, welcome
I think
back.
we're still on track.
Yeah, we're pretty much exactly on course.
Okay, sweet.
The wind has shifted quite significantly, so I'm just gonna rotate sails to catch wind again.
Yep.
Also, with basically anything, see how there's a control on the right side and a control on the left side? If you have your crewmate do the other side while you're doing one side, it does it twice as fast. So like it helps you
Okay, nice.
do things faster. Or for example, the anchor here. If someone dropped our anchor and was trying to stop us and make us a sitting duck in combat, if we both raise the anchor, then it helps. It makes it a lot faster to pull up the anchor than if it was just one person doing it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's good, Alright. Where are we? Oh.
And speaking of combat, usually when you see another player on the seas, they usually want to kill you. So
Yeah,
I'm an odd case. So yeah, be ready for players at all
you're
times.
an odd case, brother.
Yep.
Because I was like, oh shit, this dude's just staring at me, waving at me. What's this thing on the left? Is this us?
Yeah, this is the island, the little baby
Alright.
island right here.
Little baby
So-
island. Okay, let me hook it.
I'm gonna start raising
Yeah.
the sail while you adjust the wheel, and we'll come in nice and gentle.
Okay.
I may have raised it a little too early. Just want to get a little bit closer. So yeah, a lot of people when they first start playing the game, they will get to an island and think, alright, I need to drop my anchor now. But any veteran player will tell you, don't drop your anchor at an island because that makes you a sitting duck, and it's a lot harder to like get on your ship and lower sails and get moving if you need to, like if someone comes to attack you. So it's usually better to not drop your anchor because then that's one more thing, like you got to raise your anchor before you can get moving. And sometimes people come after you.
Trying to just get out.
Yeah, because people oftentimes will just kind of
Interesting.
come up on you out of nowhere. You always got to be watching the horizon, making sure you're keeping track of what's surrounding you. Anyway, what I did with the sword lunging is I do the same thing you did with the sword lunge, but then I jump right as I start moving, and I like launch myself forward at a much quicker pace. It's very helpful for like if you want to jump into the water and swim for a long distance instead of just kind of walking in and swimming slowly. You can launch yourself and slide across the water for a bit, so it saves you a bit of time.
I gotcha. Alright, that makes sense. I've seen people on like Twitch do that or whatever.
Ah, yes.
Okay, the ship's log sank with the ship. Without it, we can't reclaim the chest. I know they're. Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, a score. That looks like there's a storage crate here. I found a storage crate on the island with some free wood and also shark meat. This is cooked meat, so if you want to take that and eat it, you'll see that you get like a little bit of extra fill around the outside of your skull part of the health bar.
Oh, really? If I eat some of the shark?
Yeah, eat that shark
Let me
meat
try
and,
that.
and pay attention to the like little green circle that comes around your skull. So
Oh,
that is
shit.
yeah, that is regen health. So basically, after you take damage, here I'll demonstrate real quick. So you've taken a little bit of damage, and if you remain out of combat for just a second, then that green will start to deplete, and it'll like regen your health without you needing to eat food, which is helpful sometimes, but it usually isn't enough in the midst of like fast-paced combat to save you, but it is still helpful in case you're you don't have a chance to eat.
Yeah, I just noticed how long it took, and yeah, you're probably right. It's probably not.
I mean, it's still helpful. I would rather have it than not have it, but yeah, it's not usually enough to save you when you're being sliced very quickly. So it's just kind of if you can get out of combat and stay alive for a second, you at least can be doing something else while you're healing as well.
Okay, that's Discovery Ridge. I cannot find it. I'm an idiot. Hey, what is this? I'm just looking all over the map now. I'm looking to like D10, and there's like some red golden spy outpost or something.
Yeah, this is another important thing to know. When you see a ship marked with the hourglass and a dash after it, there can be 1 to 5 dashes. That is a player ship who has put up the Reaper's emissary. That means they are they're representing a company that basically benefits from killing other players and stealing their stuff. So if you have a group of players on the server that are raising that flag, it usually means that they're going to hunt other people down and kill them and benefit monetarily from
Yeah.
doing so. So you want to be
Yeah.
like checking your map every once in a while, keep tabs on where they are, that kind of thing. Especially if they're a level 5, because then they can see where other ships are on the map if they have a emissary flag up. So they like get
Ooh,
magical
shoot.
vision, and they'll be able to know where you are. Only if you have an emissary flag up, but you know that
Right.
is often. So it makes you a
That's
bit of
a good point.
bit more of a target, and you got to always be watching for PvP.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, it kind of adds like an underlying tension to anything you do in this game, because basically there's always the chance that people will come and murder you no matter what you're doing, so you gotta check
Oh,
the
yeah,
horizon.
So, right. What is the gold wisps that are going into the air, by the way?
Those golden wisps, come back to the map for a second.
Okay.
The golden wisps are, where is it? There it is. It is this symbol on the map. It is a Reaper's bounty chest. That is a chest that is
Okay.
always tracked on the map, so if you pick it up and start moving it along, people will see the icon move across the map, and they'll always be able to see where it is. When those golden ribbons are in the sky, that means it's just spawned, so people haven't claimed that one yet or started moving it. But basically, you can only turn that in at Reaper's hideout, which is the island at the top left corner of what you're looking at right now, the map. Left now. A little bit more left, a little bit more left. There you go, Reaper's
There you
hideout.
go. Okay, Reaper's hideout.
Yep, so
Okay.
you can only turn in those chests to there, but they are worth 10,000 gold. So there's a trade-off, because people can always see where you are and how close you are to turning in that chest, and sometimes they'll set up ambushes for you. But it is a chest that
Gotcha.
gives a lot of loot, so I mean, it's up to you if you want to go do that thing or not. Not now, but I mean,
Okay,
like,
alright.
it's just it's an option. It spawns every once in a while. There's also a very similar
Interesting.
chest called the just a regular Reaper's chest. It's got a gold or a red skull instead of a golden skull, and that is a
Okay.
chest that gives 25 golden blue doubloons instead of the regular gold.
Yeah.
But it's
so,
otherwise
okay,
it's the
so
same kind of tracking thing.
I have not. What are the doubloons for? Is that just? I mean, I know
It's just another kind of
currency,
cosmetic.
right?
Yeah, it's the same.
Gotcha.
It's just another currency. Yeah. Also, that ship came out from behind the
Gotcha.
rock, like I was talking about. So as you
Oh.
see to the south,
Yes.
see that ship now?
Yep.
And
No,
you
see
can
the
tell
ship.
you can tell by those blue and
Lights?
green
Yeah,
lights.
green and yellow.
Yeah, specifically the green and yellow and blue in that pattern lets you be able to tell that that is a skeleton ship, like a PvE threat, not a player ship. So you can relax about that one. That probably won't be an issue for us. But if you see a ship out there that looks different or has different combinations of lights, it's probably a player ship, and that would be something to be more worried about and keep an eye on as you're doing your thing, so that you can get back to the ship quickly if you need to. By the way, Crabby, see how you were hitting the top of that shutter? If you aim just a little bit lower, it helps you avoid hitting that shutter, because when you hit the shutter, I think it technically goes right back inside the ship, and you're redoing the same thing. Usually what I do these days, oops, sorry, I'm in your way. I'll let you get out first. I scoop water, and then I just, without even turning my body much, I just throw it out that way, because it's a little more consistent, and I don't have to worry about accidentally throwing it back in my own ship. And,
okay.
Because that helps in combat when I'm like getting knocked around by cannonballs and stuff. I don't want to accidentally sink my own ship by throwing water back on my ship when it was about to sink.
There's a point.
Yeah, you only do that once.
Yeah, you do that once, and then you realize, oh no.
Should I like preload the cannons or anything?
Sometimes that's a good idea. I personally don't like to do that, because I usually like to keep them free so I can shoot myself out of a cannon easily if I need to.
Yeah,
And
because you have two people, it doesn't really matter too much. If you're alone, that's a lot more helpful.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I personally don't preload my cannons, because I would rather like go to the cannon and load it when I want to shoot, rather than make it unusable when I want to shoot myself out of a cannon. I know it just
Good.
takes like
I got
wasting a cannonball if you want to shoot yourself out, but still, I'd rather not waste the cannonball if I don't have to.
Yeah, whenever I'm lone slooping, I will preload my cannons if there's a ship nearby, just in case.
Gotcha.
That makes sense.
Because then I can like go from steering to line it up and then just jump off and shoot a cannon.
Mhm.
Right.
Fair enough. I'm currently going to all these barrels and getting all the supplies I can and putting them in the storage crate for us.
I'm assuming the storage crate holds more than.
Yes, it holds more than just your pockets. So
Also, it's
helpful.
movable, which is nice.
Yeah,
Yep.
I usually
I
keep
always-
it like in the middle of my deck so that I can
Mhm.
easily access it while I'm in combat.
And I like to carry it around with me on the island, so every single chest I harvest, I can
Yep, that's what I'm doing right now.
plop directly in there.
By the way, I don't know if you know Crabby, but different types of food give you more or less health when you eat them. So like a pineapple is an instant full health heal. A banana is the lowest possible health eating
The
item.
more you like one of the fruits, the more it will give you.
I didn't know that, but I mean, I don't
Like,
know why
I
bananas.
really love pineapple, which is why pineapple is the best for me.
Yeah, I don't know why pineapple or bananas aren't like a full health one then, because I'm EJ Monkey. But all right.
Well, maybe you haven't
Yeah.
like sent Microsoft all your
Oh
all your
yeah, I
information.
haven't told them my favorite fruit.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
My bad. By the way, gunpowder kegs are a thing in this game, and if you run over them, or have them go off on your ship, or shoot them, or really anything to them, kegs will
Sneeze in
explode,
their
and
direction,
they will
yeah.
kill you instantly, blow up your ship, and cause you lots of pain. So yeah, just heads up.
So wait, how do you do this? Cooking the meat. So I did see like, you can pick up some raw meat from killing the megalodon or whatever. Here, I'll get this
Yeah.
last.
Yeah,
Oh.
you get the raw meat, then you put it on the stove, which is right beside the food crate.
Yep, I did see that, and
And then you let it sit there and it cooks slowly over time until it gets to like a golden brown color, and that's when it's cooked.
hmm And
oh,
different
it's like
meats.
real life.
Yeah. But most meats have a different timer for how long it takes to cook them. So some of
Yeah.
them are like really small little meats, like
Right.
cooking chicken. That'll happen in like a minute, whereas like megalodon meat and kraken meat will take several minutes. So you gotta kind of keep an eye on it and make sure you don't burn it, otherwise it'll light your ship on fire.
Oh, really? Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
And then shark is in between them.
Yeah, this is a chain shot. If you hit a mast with it, but either an enemy mast or your own mast, it'll immediately
Should be good now.
it'll instantly knock down the mast like this.
And then you can take it back up
Yep. So
Wait,
that
why?
what
by
this
grabbing here.
yeah what this
Wait.
is you can't move your ship forward right now because your sail's dead. So you need to
Right.
come to the sail length thing and here let Crabby do it so he
Yeah.
knows.
So the way that you raise and lower the sail, it's that one.
Yep. So you got to pull the mast back up, and then before you can, like after you get the sail up, before you can lower it, because if you lower the sail now, it'll just pull the mast down again. You have to come over here and repair it with at least one plank, and then you can lower the sail again. Otherwise, it'll just knock the mast down again. So
Oh.
You
basically,
can have a maximum of 3 planks until it's fully repaired.
I just I wanted to let you know that, Crabby, because chain shots honestly are a really big deal in ship versus ship combat. Because if you're anchored, if you can't move forward or anything, you're a sitting duck, and they can easily spiral around you and hit you with many cannonballs, and basically you're dead. So
Yep.
mobility is a very important thing. As long as your ship is not like actively sinking and you don't need to like bail constantly, you should probably be like raising anchor or raising the mast, that kind of thing, to get you moving and back in the fight, so that you can avoid them pinning you down.
Okay.
hmm
Also,
It's much easier to kill a fish when it's in a barrel.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
No, it makes sense. Let me ask a follow-up question here.
Uh-huh.
In terms of what you're holding on your actual dude,
Yep.
like what are you holding? Are you holding? You have cannonballs. You have food. You
Yes.
have wood. Like all Mac does, right?
Yeah, I have as much wood as I can carry, as many regular cannonballs as I can carry. I have 5 blunder bombs because that's helpful for knocking someone off the ship if they're trying to board from the ladders, because we don't want people on our ship. If they get on board, they can slice us, they can drop our anchor, they can basically make it impossible for us to use our own ship. So having someone on your ship is always top priority to kill them and make sure that your boat is defended before you can get back to
Okay.
what you're doing. Because if you're trying to like bail or repair or anything and someone's on your ship, they're just going to kill you and you're not going to be able to accomplish anything anyway. So
Right.
it's always top priority to get someone off of your ship who's got bad intentions.
Bad intentions. Ah.
Yeah. Ah, my butt! By the way, the reason I keep turning off the lanterns is because they make us very visible from a great distance.
They do. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So like it's easier to see someone if they have their lanterns on versus if they don't. So that's why I keep turning them off. Oh, Shrouded Ghost. There's a Megalodon spawning on us. There's one really rare Megalodon type that's white with pink eyes. It's called the Shrouded Ghost. It's extremely rare, and very few people have seen it and killed it. So I was hoping this would be the Shrouded Ghost, but nope, it is a black one, the Shadow Maw. Since we already killed one earlier, I'm not really interested in fighting this guy. So.
Oh no, same. I'm not interested either. Unless it was the white shrouded one, that would have been sick.
Yeah, that would have been. That would have been really interesting to get on your first time.
Yeah, are they like one really rare, and then two are they allowed to kill?
I don't know if they're more difficult to kill, but they're just so rare that if you see it, you need to stop whatever else you're doing and prioritize that as the thing you kill. Because if you get that achievement, then like that's like people will think you're a hacker, huh?
You need like 5 of the shrouded kills or something like that?
No, just one.
Just one?
Yeah, like just seeing it and killing it once, that's how you get the thing.
So, this is also like the highest of is this like the highest of endgame content, like doing this Athena's chest thing?
Honestly, this is one of the highest things you can do, because like, this is technically the hardest quote-unquote quest thing of like the actual like the regular voyages that you get, but there are other things that I would say are still just as difficult to do. They're just different, and they're just not part of the like Athena stuff, because there's like world events, there's tall tales, there's all kinds of different activities you can do in the game. And I wouldn't say one is necessarily better than the others. It's just depending on what your preference is. That green glow was a cursed cannonball, like a ball that can make you sleep or can make you dance or something like that, and basically takes you out of the fight for a little bit. Purple cursed cannonballs affect your ship, like anchor balls or rigging balls or peace balls, that make you unable to use parts of your ship.
Alright, by the way, I'm rocking this dude.
Yeah, I see you. You're dominating. If you can, try to aim just a little bit lower so that you put holes in their lower deck instead of their upper deck, because that way they'll take on water a little faster. If you like, I can also shoot over to their ship and like stop them from being able to repair their ship, because when the skeleton takes on water, they can't bail water, but they can repair their holes in their ship so they stop sinking. By the way, did you know that when you die, you can hold up your lantern at the Flame of Fates in the center of the Ferry of the Darned and collect a color based on what killed you?
Good aim.
If only I had a fireball. Fire kills these guys really quick. You just need like one fireball and it'll burn all their health away. Also, bullets do more damage than swords for gold boys. Alright, since we are like on the last chapter of this, I'm just gonna check for Tuckers, just in case like another player from another ship was like aware of us and sent a player secretly to get on our ship and pay attention to what we were doing. Sometimes people will just kind of hide out and wait for a long period of time to like wait for the proper moment to strike when you have a very powerful or very valuable thing. So I'm just checking all the hiding spots on our ship, like in the crow's nest and on the mast, and like doing an emote to hide their butt in the cannon or something. There's all kinds of places that players like to hide, and you can kind of like examine things closely to make sure that they are in fact part of the ship and not a player trying to like blend in. They might even be in the loot, so I'm slicing the loot, making people stand up if they're in an emote, but I think we are good. Don't think there's any players on our ship. So just for future reference, what an emissary flag does is you can basically put up a flag on your ship to represent a company. Say, for example, we were doing a Gold Hoarder quest, and we put up the Gold Hoarder emissary flag, then as we collect chests that we sell to the Gold Hoarder and other things that we can sell to the Gold Hoarder, it will slowly raise our standing with that company until we hit level 5 of our flag. And the higher your level is for the flag, the more bonus gold you will get when you sell those types of items to that particular company you've chosen to represent. So like, if we had a bunch of chests for Gold Hoarder and we got our flag all the way leveled up to level 5, we would get 2.5 times the amount of money that we would normally get if we sold it without that flag. So if we had chosen to raise a flag when we got all this loot, we could have technically sold it for more money, but we were doing a thing, so we didn't do that. But yeah, just something to know for future reference. Although, like I said, the Reapers, aka the guys who benefit from murdering people, if you have an emissary flag and the Reapers are at level 5, they can see other emissaries on the map, so they can know where to hunt you down. So it can make you a target, because they can also sell your broken flag after they sink you and get a lot of money from it. So it makes you a
But
target.
Likewise, I will see them on the map before.
Yes,
right? Like,
because they're
I can
Reapers.
see them now.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Sweet. So, right. So you would advise, like, okay, no, I see no Reapers on the map. Like, okay, we can go, emissary style.
Yeah. I mean, I personally don't care much if there's a Reaper or not most of the time. It depends on what I'm doing, but I'll usually kind of do my thing, and then if a Reaper attacks me, I'll kill him, or at least I'll try. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes it does.
True.
That is an Ashen chest.
Okay.
Oh, I should have actually bought a key for it so we could open it and get the things out of the inside of it first, but oh well. I didn't think of it. But yeah, those Ashen chests, you can buy a key, or you can find a key, or buy a key, and open the chest and get 3 items on the inside, and there's an achievement associated with every type of book. There's like a bunch of different combinations of books that can be in there, and as well as other items. Yeah, and then the rest of these things go to the Gold Hoarder and the Order of Souls and the Merchant Alliance, as usual.
Okay.
And those mermaid gems are special because you can turn them into any of the 3 company, or actually any company really, other than Athena. So if you have a particular company that you want to raise, like you're low on Merchant Alliance levels, you can turn in mermaid gems to them instead of, say, the Gold Hoarder, and you can raise that one up to get to Pirate Legend or whatever you need.